Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Katerina Alexandruk. I'm the outreach coordinator for the Education USA in Ukraine. And for those of you who joined us for the first time, I just want to remind that Education USA is the global network supported by the state government of state, and then that is created to provide accurate, complete, and current information about higher education in the United States. And we are here for you to be a main source of information about the higher education. And if you want to learn more about the system of education in the United States, about colleges, universities, you can always contact us, and our services are free, and our advisors will be happy to help you to answer all of the questions that you have about your future career. If you want to proceed your education in the United States and you don't know how, and you are looking for information, please feel free to contact us. And tonight we will speak about the programs that help you to be prepared for the business world, and to help you to develop your business skills. And I'm pleased to introduce our speakers. We have 3 universities represented tonight, and I'm happy to introduce Sally Conover and Alex Nicole, who representing Diablo Valley College. We have Stephanie Milke representing the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and we have Shannon Martin representing Temple University. And they will provide you information and give you details about the great opportunity they have, they can offer to international students, about the program that teaches business skills. I think I should give the floor to Sally, who is going first and who will speak more about the program they offer.
Great. Thank you so much, Katerina, and welcome everyone. We're excited to talk to you today about the Education USA Academy, and then a new program that we have, the Education USA Academy Connects. So here is briefly an agenda of what we're going to be doing today. I'll talk a little bit about the Academy and the Academy Connects. And then Alex, my colleague, and I will talk about our programs at Diablo Valley College. Stephanie will talk about the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and Shannon will talk about the Temple University program. We don't have somebody today from St. John's. At the end, we will have time for questions and answers. So please, think of your questions, write them down, send them to us so that we can answer them. Next slide, please, Stephanie. Thank you. Okay, so some of you may be familiar with the Education USA Academy. I'm just going to do a brief overview. The Academy is a program sponsored by the United States Department of State. It is a program for high school students. And for those students who are considering studying in the United States, this gives them a 2 to 4 week summer pre-college experience. So we have run this program for 5 years now. There are around 10 different academies across the United States. There are now 7 host institutions for 2021. The focus of the Academy program is learning about the United States higher education system. As many of you know, our system is quite different from systems in other countries. The Academy includes university and college campus visits, application and college preparation, and then lots and lots of cultural activities and experiences. This summer program, due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, we are not sure yet if we're going to be able to run that live this summer. So we all want to, that's what we all are driving to get back to, but we're not sure at this point if we're going to be able to offer that this summer. Again, the qualifications for the academy and then for our new program are kind of the same. So it's meant for international high school students who are interested in studying in the United States, between 15 and 17 years old, perhaps 18 if you're still in high school. This program is for intermediate to advanced English speakers, and we don't require any language test score because it is, along with a college prep program, it's also a program to improve your language skills. So next slide, please. So what we decided to do during the pandemic was to create a new program that is called the Education USA Academy Connects. And this program, again, is for high school students between 15 and 18 with an intermediate to advanced level of English. And this program is all online. It is a virtual program. We wanted to develop a program that you could still be doing something to meet your goals and perhaps your dreams of studying in the United States. So this program will develop skills, your English skills, but also your technology skills. And I think that's a really important part of the online program is all of a sudden you're learning about all these different platforms that will help you in your career, in your studies, wherever you are. These programs, the Connects program, will help you gain confidence and knowledge for a future in-person Education USA Academy program. You'll be able to engage with students around the world. So the Connects program is not just a program for students in Ukraine, rather students from all over the world, from South America, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. You'll have this experience to interact with students from many different countries. We really want students to be able to take advantage of their time during these very uncertain times. So we know that COVID has disrupted everything, but we want to enable students to be able to continue working towards their goals. It's a great time for you to engage with your Education USA advisors, with Katerina, and to develop or deepen your interest in studying in the United States. So that's an overview of the Academy Connects program. Here's a map of the United States, and you can see some of the host institutions who will be offering the Connects program. So we have Temple on the East Coast in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then the University of Wisconsin in the middle of the country, in the Midwest, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or sorry, in Madison, Wisconsin, sorry, Stephanie. St. Cloud State University, who is not here today, but they are offering a program, is in Minnesota. And then the University of Colorado Boulder, who also is not here today, but they are offering a program, and obviously they're in Colorado. And then on the West Coast, we have Diablo Valley College, which is where I'm from. We are in the suburbs of San Francisco, so in Northern California. Okay, next slide. Okay, so now I'm going to change my hat and move into talking about specifically the program that I represent along with my colleague Alex about Diablo Valley College, again, in the San Francisco Bay Area. And we look at this picture with a little bit of sadness. This was two years ago in the summer with our last Education USA Academy program, taking a bike trip across the Golden Gate Bridge. So that's our goal, to get us back and to get all of you traveling again and being able to host you here in California. Next slide. So Diablo Valley College is located in Pleasant Hill. We are again in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is a picture of the Bay Area. We are around 20 minutes to San Francisco and around 10 minutes to Berkeley. We're also, as you can see in the pink, that is what's called the South Bay or the Peninsula, and the pink and the green, and that is where Silicon Valley is. So we're in a really fantastic area with a lot of high tech, also a lot of outdoor, wonderful, natural places to visit. As we like to say, and we'll get into this fight, the West Coast is the best coast, although I'm from the East Coast, so I can argue that both ways. Next slide. So I'm going to hand this over to Alex, if you want to go ahead.
Sure thing. Thanks, Sally. All right. I am also from the East Coast, but my family moved out here when I was only 4 years old. So got over the West Coast as soon as possible. Anyway, a bit about Diablo Valley College. So Diablo Valley College is a community college. That means that students do their first 2 years of undergraduate studies at Diablo Valley and then finish their bachelor's degree at another college or university, okay? So, for example, Diablo Valley College sends many students to UC Berkeley to complete their Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts. And the reason why students choose to do this is that, one, going to a community college is a great value. So our students at DVC, they do their first 2 years of the undergraduate studies at a much lower cost than students who go for all 4 years at a UC or private university, right? Second, you get you get a great quality education. You're doing all of your requirements at the community college level, and then you're completing your upper division classes at UC Berkeley or UCLA or any of these other schools. So, you know, you get a great environment, you get personalized instruction. It's just a fantastic way to go about the U.S. college experience. Some stats about us. We have roughly 8,000 full-time students, and we have, of that, roughly 1,000 are international students from over 67 different countries. DVC is located in we're in a suburb, but we don't have our own on-campus housing, but we do have lots of apartment complexes around the campus and a lot of students who stay with homestays. When we do our program, our academy program in person, all of our students stay with the host family, and it's a really great thing because they get to know the host family. They get to you know, if the host family has kids, they get to interact with American kids, and they get to, you know, just kind of really experience what it is to be immersed in American life and American culture. So hopefully, when we're running this again in person, you'll come experience that. But let's talk a little bit more about Connects. Well, first of all, let's talk about our cohorts from the past. Let's see. So we've been running this since 2016. 2017, we did have a program. Looks like we have a technical issue there, but we had a group there as well. But as you can see, we've had groups since 2016, and some of these photos are from different trips around the Bay Area. The one in the bottom middle is from UC Berkeley. Let's see, the one on the bottom right is actually a photo from our beautiful campus here. And yeah, so we are hopeful that in sometime in the near future, you'll be one of these students. Next slide, please. Okay, let's see here. Sai, do you want to talk about this specifics?
Sure, I'll do that. So the Academy, again, is the face-to-face summer program, which we're not sure yet if we're going to be able to run. But in the meantime, the Connects program is our Connects program at Diablo Valley College. The theme is exploring the West Coast and California culture and subcultures through slang and vocabulary development. So we're very excited about this program, allowing you to dig into the culture a little bit deeper through the slang and vocabulary. So you'll learn the lingo from Silicon Valley to SoCal beaches, which is Southern California, Hollywood, social activism, and emerging trends. Again, you'll meet and interact with local youth and international college students. So we are planning to have students from one of our local high schools also be on the program so that you can connect with them and develop some relationships with some American students. You'll experience virtual campus visits to Diablo Valley College, to UC Berkeley, and to Stanford University. So during the academy program, we would go in person. When we can't go in person, we will do it virtually. We'll also explore the U.S. higher education system through workshops, and so that you can get a larger picture of the system in the United States. As you can see on the right, the sessions are session 1, that's already passed. So session 2, our next session coming up, is February 22nd through March 9th. These are 4-week programs. They meet 2 times a week, an hour and a half per class. What we are planning on doing is running the classes so that it's in the evening, your time. Obviously, there's a time difference. Right now, it's 7:30 in the morning for us, and I know it's the evening for you. But our classes will be held in the evening, your time. And then we also have a 3rd session from March 22nd to April 16th. The requirement is, again, that you're 15 to 18 years old. We ask for a minimum, like around a B1 on the Suffer scale. We ask that you're some teacher, an English teacher, or somebody writes you a very short recommendation regarding your English language. And then the tuition is what we think is very reasonable. It's $300. So that's an overview of our program. I'm going to turn it back over to Alex.
Yeah, so the theme of our program is a focus on West Coast lingo and slang, but through the lens of technology and specifically the tech industry in the Bay Area, right? The Bay Area is very famous for innovation, birthplace of the personal computer, home to Apple, home to Google, home to Facebook, home to Netflix. So, you think about all of these brands. I know you all are focused on business. All of these internet companies, there's a reason why they chose the Bay Area as their home, right? Number one, the universities here, produce world-class engineering talent and business talent. And number two, there's a certain climate around the Bay Area that encourages innovation. And so we're going to talk about, what makes those trends, and what are, in terms of the terminology, what are people talking about when they talk about what it is to be a full stack engineer or web developer? What is IoT or Internet of Things? These are terms that you hear, disruptive innovation. We're going to dive into what these things mean, and as it relates to you, how you can, think about these concepts and apply them to your studies and what you want to do in college and beyond. Next slide, please. So we'll do some virtual campus tours. So as you mentioned, we'll visit these 3 schools virtually. Next slide, please. And I also want to mention that we will be connecting using Discord. So some of you may be familiar with this platform. If you're a gamer, we have our own server for our programs at DVC. And this way you'll be able to be in touch with us even outside of class hours. We can continue, chatting, and it's a great way for us to stay connected. Next slide, please. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attention. You can scan the QR code to visit our site. You can find our social media information and contact information here. And also want to mention that we will have a drawing for 1 free program. Once we hit 15 enrollments, we will award a free course to 1 student. So, Sally, would you like to add anything?
No, well, just thank you, and please get in touch with us if you have questions. And again, remember that we are going to give away one free course for when we've reached 15 applications. So it's a great opportunity. Okay, but thank you. And we'll turn it over to Stephanie.
All right, thanks, Sally and Alex. Hi everybody, my name is Stephanie Milkey and I'm the Assistant Director with the Visiting International Student Program at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and my office is the host for our Education USA Academy students. So again, just to give you an idea of where our university is located, like Sally mentioned, we're in the northern part of the US in the region known as the Midwest, and our campus is located in the city of Madison, which is the capital of our state. We're in the southern part of Wisconsin, about 2.5 hours north of the city of Chicago. I know the East and West Coast have their battle for which is best. We think the Midwest is best. We don't have oceans, but we are bordered by 2 of the Great Lakes, which actually look like oceans. People even go surfing. So no oceans, but we have the Great Lakes. So here's a picture of our downtown area. We're located actually between 2 lakes itself. They're not the Great Lakes, but they are still pretty big. You can see the Capitol building in the center of the picture there, that kind of dome-shaped building. We have about 255,000 people living in the city of Madison, so it has a lot of the modern conveniences of a big city. There's lots of different events and activities going on all year round, but it still has some of that small town feel to it as well. So our campus is very integrated into the greater city of Madison itself. In the first picture, you can see students on campus with the state capitol building in the background. We're located just a few blocks from the state capitol building. And then the rest of the pictures here just show some examples of the different events that the community gets involved with actually happening right now. And in 2 of the pictures is our winter carnival. The lake, of course, freezes in the winter, and we have lots of different events all throughout the month of February to kind of get people engaged and outside. And then the summer picture on the bottom is that same part of our campus. It's called the Terrace. And in the summer, members of the campus and the greater community get together, have some drinks and food, and there's live music every night. So lots of different ways that the community is involved in our campus. So now just to give some more details about our university. So UW-Madison is a public research institution. We are ranked number 13 in the US. In 2019, we are ranked number 25 in the world. We have over 129 different undergraduate majors, and we have 45,500 students. So again, it is a very large campus. We have over 7,000 international students, and they're coming from 134 different countries. So there's lots of diversity, diversity in majors as well as diversity in students. So something else that's very special to our campus is the school spirit. The picture on the left shows our school mascot, that's Bucky Badger, and everybody who attends our university, they call themselves Badgers. You can see in the picture on the right is a picture of game day. Everyone's wearing their red and white, the school colors. And you can see people supporting the Badger sports teams, not just in Madison, but really all throughout the state. And that kind of ties into our guiding principle of the Wisconsin idea. And that's the belief that the university should not only benefit the university students, but really benefit everybody in the state, the country, and people around the world. So as part of our global reach, my office, the Visiting International Student Program, welcomes students to come and study for short-term opportunities. So we have programs through high school students, undergraduate and graduates, as well as professionals. So students can choose to come for just a couple of weeks, or actually spend a full semester or academic year taking regular university classes. So as part of our office, like I mentioned, we also are the host for the Education USA Academy program. So we're really excited about the new Connects program. Our theme is business skills development, and it will be starting in a couple weeks on February 22nd. It is a 4-week program, and you will be interacting live and learning from the Wisconsin School of Business faculty, Julie Wood. Our business school is top ranked. We're also within the top 10 producers of Fortune 500 CEOs. So you really are going to be learning from one of the experts in the School of Business. You'll have the chance to explore business financing, branding and marketing. You'll create and present a business model and also work as a team to develop and market a product. In addition to the business sessions, you'll also have college preparation workshops. You'll work to prepare a personal statement for future university admissions applications. You'll work on your English skills as well as your leadership. And then you'll also have the chance to meet and talk with admissions representatives from our campus, as well as Madison College, which is a 2-year school here in Madison. And you'll also hear from Marquette University. Marquette is a private Jesuit research university located in Milwaukee, about an hour away from Madison. And then upon successful completion of the program, you'll also earn an official UW-Madison certificate. So like I mentioned, our program is 4 weeks. It averages about 4 hours of class time every week. You're going to be meeting on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There will be a couple weeks where you'll also be meeting on Tuesdays to give you the chance to interact with some local students, as well as to hear from some of those university representatives. And like Sally mentioned, we're open to all international high school students with an intermediate or higher level of English. So if you're interested, you can apply on our website. The course fee is $360. The registration deadline is coming up. The deadline to register and pay is February 8th. And we have had quite a few questions about funding and scholarships. While we don't have any official scholarship available, we always recommend students just reach out to our office just to inquire, explain your situation. We can see if there's any funding available. We also recommend that you talk to your high school counselor or the Education USA advisor, because they may know of some funding opportunities in your community or your country. And we also recommend students do some fundraising, especially if you're interested in business. It gives you a chance to gain some hands-on experience while you're raising funds for your own studies. I know the time is kind of short because our registration deadline is coming up so quickly, but we do have some tips on our website for fundraising, and definitely something to keep in mind if you're interested in doing a program like this in the future. So I hope that we'll be able to welcome you virtually to our campus in the coming weeks here. Again, you'll have a chance to study at a world-renowned research institution. You'll become part of our worldwide Badger alumni network. So we have thousands of students located all throughout the world who have participated in either one of our Education USA Academy programs or graduated from our university. So it's a great network to be involved with. You can utilize your experience in Connects on future applications, whether that be university or for your future job. And then you'll be connecting and making friends with people from all around the world. So I'd like to thank you again for the chance to share our program with you. If you have any questions, you can feel free to send me an email, connect with us on social media, and you can find out more information on our website. And now I'm going to pass it over to Shannon with Temple University.
All right, excellent. Hi, everyone. My name is Shannon. Thank you, Stephanie, and everybody else for going through Connects and what the Academy is. I've worked with the Academy at Temple now for 2 years. My title is Program Development Specialist, but I like to just call myself a teacher. That's really what I do at the center that brings me the most joy. So I'm really excited to tell you about this program because I am one of the teachers for one of the classes. All right, next slide, please. So first, before I get into our Connects program, I wanted to share a little bit about Temple. So we're a public research university, and that means we're really focused in research, but we're public, so we're also pretty large. So we have about 39,000 students with over 3,000 international students from 130 different countries. As I said, we're pretty large, but that also is in our schools. So we have 17 schools and colleges, and those include our medical school, our law school, our dental school, and our business schools, for example. We also have 600 majors to choose from, so we hope that if you have a particular interest that you can find it at Temple University. And then just like the city of Philadelphia, Temple's been around for a pretty long time. We've been since established in 1884. Next slide, please. All right, and then if you click through, Stephanie, one more, I think we have, there we go. So Temple is not just Philadelphia based. We also have 2 international campuses, one in Tokyo, Japan, and one in Rome, Italy. Not to mention, if you see in yellow, all of those different partner locations we have around the world. So we like to say that we are based in Philadelphia, but we love to have students from all around the world interacting with each other. Next slide, please. So I can't talk about Temple University without talking a little bit about Philadelphia, because we're known as Philadelphia's university. So where we're located, we are on the East Coast, so back to that rivalry between the West Coast is the best coast and the Midwest. I am born and raised in New York, moved to Philadelphia, so I am really in love with this part of the country. Our main campus is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is the 2nd largest city just behind my original hometown, New York City. We're about an hour and a half to 2 hours to New York and about 2.5 hours to DC. So I love our location because we're really central to a lot of amazing places. Next slide, please. So a little bit more about Philly, also Philadelphia, we call it Philly. We're one of the rated top U.S. cities by National Geographic. We're home to 15 Fortune 500 companies, which gives students a lot of experience and opportunities to network. We also have a lot of opportunities to experience diverse art, music, food, culture, history. Philadelphia is really known for being new and modern, but also very historical. So if you're interested in history, it's a wonderful city to live in. And then a fun fact about Philly is that if you've heard of a Hershey's Kiss, the factory is just about a 2 hours drive from the city, and we've taken some students there to explore. So that's always fun to mention. All right, next slide, please. So now getting even deeper into Temple, we have our Temple Center for American Language and Culture. At TCALC, we provide a wide range of language programs and classes to suit your needs and goals. So if you're a professional, a graduate student, a high school student, which the program we'll talk about today, we hope that we'll have something for you. Next slide, please. So now to talk about our upcoming program, our theme for our program is Connect Your Passion to the World. So we want you to bring whatever you're passionate about to our program. It is a 4-week program, and we have 2 sessions available, one starting on March 8th to April 2nd. And I say tentative just because we're waiting for a few more applicants. So if you're interested, definitely apply. And that time we really think will fit well for you all in Ukraine. It will be in the evening your time. And then we also have a second time available, which is March 22nd to April 16th. And that'll be in the morning our time, but which will be in the afternoon around 3 p.m. your time. And the program is going to be meeting twice a week for about an hour and a half for each session. So you'll participate in live interactive classes, work in groups with other students from around the world, and then also we'll have opportunities for you to join in on some fun activities with other international students and TCALC students. And then you can see we have our QR code down here if you're interested in heading to our website and finding out some more information. But our general program, similar to the other programs, has a focus on learning about U.S. universities, improving your English skill, and hopefully building your confidence for future studies. All right, next slide, please. So this is my favorite course to talk about, but I'm very biased because this is my course. This is the course that I get to teach right now for our current international students at Temple, but also for the EDUCATIONUSA Academy Connects program. So in this program, you'll be preparing to speak at university level classes by developing and delivering your own presentation based on a topic of your choice. So anything you're passionate about, we want you to bring that into this class. And then you're going to practice the skills you need to give that presentation both in person and virtually. We're going to work on best practices for PowerPoint design with our marketing team. We're hopefully going to help you build more confidence while communicating in English. And then also you'll receive personalized feedback from myself and our other team members to help you grow in your English language skills and as a presenter. All right, thank you. Next slide, please. And then our second course is our Introduction to U.S. Universities. where you're going to meet with our university advisors that will help you understand the application process and learn about all of the different parts of a U.S. university experience. So you're going to learn how to apply, how to choose your major, build the skills you need to write an admissions essay, and then also in this course, you'll be taking virtual tours of a couple other campuses that are near the city of Philadelphia. In our in-person academy, we'd be visiting them, but instead you'll get a personalized virtual tour with our staff and staff from those universities. And then also in this course, you're going to have a chance to talk with a panel of current international students. And I love this part of the program because our international students are always so excited to talk with potential future students and share their experiences. And you'll have an opportunity to ask them any questions you have about coming to school in the United States. All right, next slide, please. So the cost for the Academy Connects program at Temple is around $300 for the 4-week session. So as I said, Connect students will meet for 3 hours per week, and that's an hour and a half for each course. You can take advantage of personalized tutoring outside of class with myself, and also the opportunity to enjoy those social activities with other students. I do have some good news in that we recently were able to have scholarships for this program. So if you're interested, there's a QR code in the bottom right. Our university is now saying we can give scholarships, which can cover up to 50% of the program. So please take a picture of that QR code and visit that website. To apply for a scholarship, you just need to give us a little bit of information about yourself and a short statement about why this program would be a good opportunity for you. And then also we have another incentive, whereas if you're interested in our program and you apply and participate in the Academy Connects, you'll receive a $300 discount on a future on-campus program, which again, as the other presenters have spoken about, we're not sure if we're going to run this summer, but hopefully someday soon. Next slide, please. So here we just like to include some pictures of past Education USA Academy alumni. These are some of the students I really got to know and love, and we hope that you can join them in being a part of the Temple family. So here you can see Carrie from Taiwan, I think is up there, Miguel from Mexico, Hiba, I think is in the bottom right, from Egypt. So we really like to say again, we welcome all students, and this is a great opportunity for you all to meet students from around the world and build some amazing friendships. Next slide, please. So please be sure to follow us on social media if you're interested in this program or potentially other programs at TCALC. We have a lot of great opportunities for students on our websites and on our social media. We now have a TikTok, which is great. I don't know much about TikTok, but I'm hoping our social media team will make it fun and exciting for you all. But we have some great activities for potential students, like our TCALC Quiz Masters, which will be on January 30th, just passed, but we're doing another one on June 12th, where if you participate in the quiz, you can maybe win a free class at the center. So please check out our social media and see if you can find out more for things that you're interested in. Next slide, please. All right, so thank you, everyone. That's the end. I know it was a lot of us talking for a little while, and I'm holding up the end here, but thank you, everyone, for joining us, for your interest in studying in the United States. If you have any questions about our program, about our scholarship, about getting in touch via social media, please feel free to email me at tcalc@temple.edu, or you can contact us on any of our socials and we'll be in touch. It was a great experience talking with you all, and hopefully I'll see you in my class. Right,
thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Sally, Stephanie, and Alex, for the information about your programs and about the Academy Connects initiative. So just a reminder, please, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat box, and I will direct them to the speakers. Yes, we can leave the, it would be great to have the contact information, because maybe somebody of our audience will have questions later on, and they will want to connect you. So it would be wonderful to. And we will have also the contact information at Education USA, and you can always contact us just in case if you don't get a chance to write down the contact information right now. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, well, so far I think everything was very detailed and clear, and it's just a lot of new information for our audience to think about. My question maybe is about the credits. Is any of your program offer any credits at the end of the programs? Just in case if like our students want to enroll to universities or college, eventually will the program be beneficial maybe for those students in the future?
I'll speak for our program. There are no credits given. This is a 4-week program with 3 hours a week of instruction. So there isn't any. There aren't any credits given. But doesn't mean that you're not going to get a lot of good information and progress in different areas.
Yeah, similar for our program at UW-Madison, we don't offer credits, but you will be meeting with some of the admissions representatives on our campus. So it's a really great way to kind of make that connection, learn more about what they're looking for, and how you can utilize your experience on your admissions application in the future.
Yes, exactly. The same goes for Temple. You will have some great opportunities to talk with our admissions team and develop an interest and the skills you need to apply, but you will receive a certificate at the end of the program, but no college credit.
Thank you. Thank you for your answers. Well, let's just wait a little, but anyway, thank you for all your time. I know it's early morning for some of you. And we hope that our students will eventually join your programs, and you'll have our students in your classes. And good luck with the initiative. And we hope that we will get back to a real academy during the summer probably, and we will have students traveling back into the US to see your campuses and to see how it looks like and how it feels like to be an American student for a little while. So no questions so far. Thank you again, and thank you for joining us for tonight. Have a good rest of the day, everybody, and I hope you have a good evening to all of our audience.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.